Welcome back to Jammin' Sports, everybody, as we go to the second game of our triple header tonight. Next up, it'll be the Baltimore Ravens and the Detroit Lions. Baltimore comes in at 5-7. They are currently in fourth place in the five-team AFC East. The defending Super Bowl champions are fading fast. If they lose, they would not be eliminated from the playoffs, but they'd be very close. They're 5-7. So the Ravens are still fighting for their playoff lives. Detroit, they come in at 6-6. It's a bit better situation for Detroit. Let's take a look at the standings real quick, just so you know what I'm talking about. In the NFC Central, the Vikings, who lost earlier this week, are 7-6. And Green Bay and Detroit are a half game back at 6-6. Tampa Bay is 6-7. So it's a very tight NFC Central here with 3 weeks to go after this week. So Detroit, they can get right back in contention for the division lead with a win over the Ravens here tonight. Let's take a look at the standings. Evil Dead is now 92-65, 27 games up. TMG, he got the last game right. He's 8-8. Grando is 63-41. Grando is 22 games over. Evil Dead is, 27 games over. And TMG is right at 500. Gracie's phone is copying down everything I say. All right? And she thinks that's just funny. I'm staying in the DMV, picking the Ravens, all right? So Evil Dead has the Lions. Grando has the Lions. TMG has the Ravens in this one. All right. If you're watching on YouTube, please follow, like, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. All right, let's head out to Detroit for this one here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome into Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. It's the Ravens and the Lions. And welcome into another NFL matchup here at Jammin' Sports. Great to have you along. The second game of our triple header here tonight brings us to the Motor City. You're going to change, and you're going to go for the Ravens. Wow. All right, Misty's happy about that. There's the kickoff. Lions will get it first. A yard deep. Peak out over the 20, 25. And Isaac Peak brings it out to the 27-yard line. So Evil Dead and TMG going for the Ravens. And I said Evil Dead and TMG going for the Ravens. And you, Misty. That's right, you. And Grando going with Detroit. Taylor Lane Dickerson, the starting quarterback in his 7th year out of Wake Forest for Detroit. Just had to make sure I had it all correct. All these last-second changes. 1st and 10 from the 27 for Detroit. Well, you just were wrong right there. On 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. 4 wide. Dickerson in the shotgun. Just underway. Dickerson looking. Throws. Caught by White. And Phillip White out to the 40-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 13, first down Detroit. Gracie's for the Ravens. All right. So since G's rooting for the Lions, you're going with the Ravens. I got you, TMG. For the rest of the year, you're rooting for the Redskins. You do realize they play at the Giants next week. First and 10 from the 40-yard line. Dickerson in the shotgun, first and 10. Dickerson back, rolls out, throws down the sideline to Neal, and Dylan Neal out to the 45-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 15, and another Lion first down. The sixth-year receiver out of VMI. So Grando is now the only one picking the Lions to win this game. I got you. Davis in the house. First and 10 Detroit at the Raven 45-yard line. Opening drive of the ball game. Dickerson in the shotgun, first and 10. Dickerson drops back, throws downfield, caught by Kevin Ahrens, the tight end. 15 yards down to the 30-yard line. The second-year tight end out of UCLA. You can't pick against my Redskins. And that'll be another Detroit first down. On the tackle there, number 58, that's Aaron Westbrook, the third-year linebacker out of Florida. First and 10 from the 30-yard line. Lions come out. Dickerson under center from the Raven 30-yard line. Dickerson fakes the handoff, rolls out, in trouble, and he gets taken down, sacked back at the 38-yard line. A loss of 8 yards. On the tackle there, number 92, Kevin Riddick, in his 9th year out of Dayton, the defensive end. And that'll bring up 2nd and 18. Ravens defense is still formidable, even though they're 5-7 coming in. The defending Super Bowl champion, Baltimore Ravens, it's been a rough year for them. And if I was a betting man, I don't think they make the playoffs. Evil Dead, you are 92 and 65 is what I've got. 2nd and 18. Jamison around the outside. Carter Jamison down the sideline. And Jamison down to the 22-yard line, a gain of 16. You're 27 games over 500. Yes. Carter Jamison in his 3rd year out of Oregon State. You'll be lurking. That's kind of creepy. I'll be lurking. 3rd and 2 from the 22-yard line in the I formation. Dickerson to Jamison, gets the first down. Down to the 18-yard line, a gain of 4. First down Detroit. Casey doing his best Sports Davis imitation, saying he's undefeated. And that's another Lions first down. Still the opening drive of the ball game. Detroit has marched all the way down to the Baltimore 18-yard line. First and 10. 4 wide. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson hands off to Jamison. And Carter Jamison picks up 3. Let's finally take a look at a lineup. How about the Lions offense? Up front, Clarkson, Walker, Price, Morgan, and Branch. And then it's Neal, Brown, Jamison, Ahrens, and White. .445 and counting. I know, Team G. I was just messing with you. On second down, the Lions come out 4 wide. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson looking, throws, gets it out to Ahrens. And Kevin Ahrens down to the 9-yard line. That'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Coming out to make the tackle, the linebacker, Aaron Westbrook, for Baltimore. And now it's 3rd and 2 from the 9-yard line. Coming up on 4 minutes left in the quarter. Long opening drive for Detroit. 3rd and 2 from the Raven 9. Dickerson under center. Dickerson fakes the handoff, rolls out, dumps it outside to Brown, and Nathan Brown 4 yards to the 5-yard line. The 5th year back out of Cornell, Nathan Brown. It'll be 1st and goal Detroit from the 5-yard line. The Ravens have yet to touch the ball here in the first quarter, and we're under 4 minutes left. Long opening drive for Detroit. 3:40 and counting. 1st and goal from the 5. Dickerson under center. Dickerson hands off to Brown, and Brown down to the 3-yard line, a gain of 2. Let's take a look at the Ravens defense. They play a 3-4. Johnson, Owens, and Riddick up front. Linebackers, Jeffries, Westbrook, Hall, and Rogers. And the secondary, Ellington, Nelson, Young, and Smith. It'll be 2nd and goal for Detroit at the Raven 3. Down to 3:15 left in the first quarter. Ravens still have not touched the ball yet. Long opening drive. On 2nd and goal, Dickerson under center. Dickerson hands off to Brown, and Brown goes nowhere, no gain, as Riddick comes up and makes the tackle. Kevin Riddick in his 9th year out of Dayton. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 3. We're down to 2:47 left to play here in the first quarter. Big 3rd down right here. 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line. Lions in the I formation. Dickerson to Brown, and Brown does not get in. No gain. Coming up to make the tackle, number 54, Benton Hall, the rookie linebacker out of Purdue. For such a long drive, the Lions are going to have to settle for 3. Scott Taylor will come on, the 5th-year kicker out of LSU. This will be a 20-yard field goal attempt on 4th and goal. Snap, kick is up. Kick is good. And the Lions take a 3-0 lead, taking up 75% of the quarter. 2:05 left to play. Here in the first quarter, Detroit leads it by a score of 3-0. Live from Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan, Week 13 here at Jammin' Sports. The Ravens at 5-7, the Lions at 6-6. And now Baltimore will finally get the ball for the first time, with 2:05 left to play the first quarter, down 3-0. Misty says hi, everybody. The second game of our triple header tonight here at Jammin' Sports. There's the kickoff. Fielded at the 2-yard line by Maurice Taylor. Out over the 20. Spin move, and Taylor still on his feet, getting all the way out to the 30-yard line. The 6th-year receiver out of Oregon State, Maurice Taylor. 1:59 left in the first quarter. Lions up 3-0. Ravens come out. They're led by their starting quarterback, Key Harris, in his 3rd year out of Grambling State. He led the Ravens to the Super Bowl win last season against the Rams. They won the AFC East. They beat the Bengals in the division round, and they beat the Raiders in the conference championship last season. And then they beat the Rams in the Super Bowl. 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Harris under center. Harris hands off to Marks. Woody Marks. No gain. The rookie out of USC. Here's the Ravens offense up front. Diggs, Glass, Douglas, Young, and Arianis. And then it's Burns, Clark, Marks, Wright, and Dixon. 1:46 and counting here in the first quarter. 3-0 Lions. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Ravens at their own 30-yard line. The Redskins beat the Eagles 27-24 in the game before this. It's in the video section. We'll upload it to YouTube later. On 2nd and 10, Harris back. Harris throws, caught by Wright, no, incomplete. Broken up by Ashley Morrison, the 6th-year safety out of North Texas. Here's the Lions defense. They play a 3-4. Russell, Ball, and Pulaski up front. Linebackers, Young, Neal, Sanders, and Farrell. And the secondary, Anderson, Starnes, Morrison, and Hopkins. It'll be 3rd and 10 from the 30-yard line. Ravens trying to avoid going 3 and out on their opening drive here. 4 wide. Harris in the shotgun, 3rd and 10. Harris draws back, throws, wide open down the middle of the field. Lawrence Burns, but he can't hold on. He took a wicked shot from Ken Hopkins, the 3rd-year defensive back out of Miami. The Ravens go 3 and out on their opening drive. They don't even get a single yard. And they'll punt. Henry Jackson back to punt. Gets the punt away. I was wondering why you switched your picks. From the 23-yard line, Isaac Peak out to the 26-yard line. Detroit leads it 3-0, 1:16 left here in the first quarter. Lions will get it for the second time. You have a lot of football left in this one. We're still in the first quarter. Misty has said goodnight at 7:16 Central Time. 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. 4 wide. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson hands off to Jamison, and Carter Jamison out to the 27-yard line. A gain of a yard. The 3rd-year back out of Oregon State. Coming up on a minute left here in the first quarter. Lions up 3-0. 1 minute left. Lions had a long opening drive that took up 75% of the first quarter. They only got a field goal out of it. 1:17 there. On 2nd and 9, Dickerson hands off to Jamison around the outside. Turns back inside. He gets out to the 31-yard line. A gain of 4. And that'll bring up 3rd and 5. On the tackle, Ben Owens, the 8th-year defensive tackle out of Ohio State. Great crowd here tonight. I appreciate it. Thank you for your support here at Jammin' Sports. Now just tell all your friends and neighbors and people you don't like about Jammin' Sports. Let's get a big crowd in here. 3rd and 5. Dickerson throws. Caught by Aarons. Out to the 41-yard line. A gain of 10. And that'll be another Detroit first down. The big tight end, Kevin Aarons, on the catch. And the first quarter is winding down. I don't think they'll get a playoff, and they don't. At the end of one, Lions lead at 3-0 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. We go to the second quarter. Week 13 here at Jammin' Sports. The Lions at 6-6, the Ravens at 5-7. That's right, where the game matters. Jammin' Sports, where's the game that matters? 1st and 10 for Detroit at their own 41-yard line. We don't need gimmicks. We don't need nothing like that. The game is good enough. Stands for itself. In the I formation, 1st and 10. Dickerson. Play action. Watch out. In trouble. Breaks away. And now throws downfield. Caught by Aarons. Out to the 41-yard line. Now he did not catch it. Incomplete. That was broken up by Darius Jeffries, the 3rd-year linebacker out of Alabama. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. Lions lead it 3-0 here in the second quarter. Lions come out on 2nd and 10 from their own 41. Neal in motion. Dickerson hands off to Jamison. And a flag is down as Jamison's down at about the 45. A gain of 4. Let's check out the flag. This may be on Detroit. It's on the Lions. It's on the tight end, Aarons.
Still 2nd down.
That happened 3 yards downfield. It'll be 2nd and 17. Back at the 34-yard line. Joe Burns won. What was the score? On 2nd and 17, Dickerson looking. Dickerson rolls out. Throws downfield. Caught by Philip White down the sideline. And White all the way down to the 20-yard line. "46 yards, Philip White. In his 2nd year out of Florida. All right, I got a Joe Burns won, so it's going to be Gordonsville at Joe Burns tomorrow. That means I'll be on the road. I got to find out when they're leaving. Okay, I got to text the coach real quick. I'll text while I call the game. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Dickerson looking. Dickerson throws outside, caught by Jamison. And Jamison out to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6, it'll be 2nd and 4. I have to arrange transportation to Joe Burns. Second and 4 from the 14-yard line. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson hands off to Brown, and Nathan Brown actually lost a yard back to the 15-yard line. As we watch the replay, Nathan Brown in his 5th year out of Cornell. Third and 5 for Detroit at the Raven 15-yard line. Coach put me in the game. Dickerson back, throws, and oh boy, that was way off. And he should have picked it up. Darius Smith, they hit him in the back. That ball was way off. They were looking for Lawrence Elliott, the wide receiver. It'll be 4th down. And Detroit will kick another field goal. All right, I texted the coach. And now Scott Taylor will come on. This will be from 32 yards to put the Lions up 6-0. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Well, the Lions have had some nice drives, but only field goals to show for them. They lead at 6-0. So Baltimore stays in the game here. 6:20 left here in the first half. Live from Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. Week 13 here at Jammin' Sports. Evil Dead. Well, let's see if the Baltimore ball bags do wake up. But Evil Dead has renamed the team. Evil Dead, the new owner of the Ravens, he's renamed them. 6:20 left to play here in the first half. And now Taylor will kick off from the 4-yard line. Maurice Taylor brings it back over the 25 and out to the 27-yard line. And that's where the Ravens will have it, 1st and 10. Down 6-0. They should seriously be down 14-0. They're lucky they're only down 6-0. The The Lions just couldn't punch it in inside the 10-yard line twice. So Baltimore will start from their own 27-yard line. A chance to take the lead still before halftime. We have the Dolphins and the Bears after this. We'll be at Soldier Field for that one. On 1st and 10, Harris under center. Harris fakes the handoff, and he's going to get sacked back at the 18-yard line. Jerry Ball comes in and gets the sack. It's going to be a loss of 9. It'll be 2nd and 19. Jerry Ball, in his 13th year out of Nebraska, comes in and gets the sack on Key Harris. And we're coming up on 6 minutes left here in the first half. Lions up 6-0. 2nd and 19 for Baltimore at their own 18-yard line. 3 receivers to the far side. Harris in the shotgun. Harris to Clark, and Deion Clark gets back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The 3rd-year back out of East Carolina. Caden Farrell, the linebacker, on the tackle in his 4th year out of Nevada. Well, the ball bags have not woken up yet. 5.5 minutes left in the half. They actually lost a yard. It'll be 3rd and 20. Back at the 18-yard line. Big 3rd down for the Ravens. 4 wide. Harris in the shotgun. Harris draws back. Harris rolls out in trouble, and he has to throw it away. Incomplete. I think the Ravens' total offense is negative yards at the moment. It'll be 4th and 20. Back at the 18-yard line. I don't think they have a first down yet. And now Henry Jackson back to punt, gets the punt away. It'll be fielded at the 34-yard line by Isaac Peak. Brings it out to the 38. And that'll be a first down. Quality, Evil Dead says. Misty's changing to the blue team, she says. Lions up 6-0. They have it 1st and 10 from their own 38-yard line. 5:09 left in the half. Plenty of time for Detroit to score again. 4 wide for Detroit. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson hands off to Jamison, and Carter Jamison, a big gain across midfield to the 48-yard line. A gain of 14 yards. And a Lions first down. Vince Ellington on the tackle in his 6th year out of Indiana. So I get to do a game at Joe Burns tomorrow. I'm not really happy about that. There's not a whole lot of places to set up. I'll have to call the game from the stands like I did last time. 1st and 10. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson draws back, throws, caught by Aarons, and Kevin Aarons out to the 45-yard line. A gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. A lot of these older schools, they put their ball fields together without the media in mind. It can be really a challenge to call ball games sometimes on the radio. Aarons had to reach back to get that. Have Misty do it. 2nd and 7 from the 45-yard line. 4:20 left to play here in the first half. Yeah, my boss would love that. Dickerson in the shotgun. 2 backs in the backfield. Dickerson hands off to Jamison. And Jamison down to the 40. That'll be a gain of 6. It's going to bring up 3rd and 1. On the tackle for Baltimore, Clarence Terrell, the 3rd-year defensive tackle out of Michigan State. It'll be 3rd and 1 for Detroit now at the Raven 40-yard line. 3:48 and counting. here in the second quarter. Lions come out in the eye.
All right, here we go.
Dickerson play action, but they brought the blitz. And the Ravens get him back at the 46-yard line. Number 25, Isaac Young on the safety blitz in his 5th year out of West Virginia. A loss of 7. And that's going to bring up 4th and 8 for Detroit. Well executed safety blitz by Isaac Young. It'll be 4th down. Dave Justice will come in to punt for Detroit. Gets the punt away. Oh, he shanked that one. That's a 16-yard punt down to the 30-yard line. Not a good punt. And now Key Harris will come back out to lead the offense for Baltimore. First and 10 from the 30-yard line. Yeah, Misty would do a good job. Ravens come out. Harris under center.
Let's go. Green 39. Green.
Dixon in motion. Harris fakes the handoff. Throws outside, caught by Marks. And Woody Marks bowling over people down to the 46-yard line. A gain of 16 by the rookie out of USC, Woody Marks. Ravens, they can take the lead before halftime if they get a touchdown. Ken Hopkins came up and made the tackle. 3rd-year defensive back out of Miami. Well, he just bowled them over in the process. Still waiting for the coach to text me back. Oh no, I'll drive with him. Joe Burns, it's tough to get there. There's no direct route. 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line.
Let's go.
Yep, Harris under center. Harris hands off to Marks. And Marks picks up 2 yards out to the 48. It's in the boonies, man. It's in tobacco country. There's a lot of tobacco barns and stuff around. It's in the boonies. It'll bring up 2nd and 8 from the 48-yard line. 4 wide for the Ravens. Harris in the shotgun.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue landing.
Harris draws back. Harris throws, caught by Burns. Nope, couldn't hold on. That was broken up by Bryce Anderson, the 7th-year defensive back out of Georgia. Yeah, it's softball. It'll be the girls. It'll be 3rd and 8 from the 48-yard line. The boys are playing in Whitwell tomorrow. That's in East Tennessee. That's down by Chattanooga. I'm not going all the way down there. 3rd and 8 from the 48-yard line. Whitwell. Harris back. Throws. Caught by Wright. Out to the 42-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 10 and a Raven first down. The Gordonsville boys play at Whitwell. That's the 2-minute warning. Lions up 6-0 here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. If somebody will handle the ball bag in the room, I appreciate it. If I can coin a phrase, if Evil Dead can type it, I can say it. 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Misty's laughing at that. 1st and 10, Baltimore from the Lion 42-yard line. 4 wide. Harris in the shotgun. Harris looking. Harris throws. Caught at the 24-yard line. An 18-yard gain by Griffin Wright, the 6th-year tight end out of Montana. Somebody has texted me back. Oh, it's Verizon. All right. I was hoping it was the coach. No, I don't want to go to autopay. 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Ravens trying to take the lead before halftime. 4 wide. Harris in the shotgun. Harris draws back. Harris looking. Harris rolls out, takes off. And Key Harris inside the 10 And down to the 6-yard line. A gain of 18. First and goal, Baltimore. Okay, Evil Dead has just texted me now. Evil Dead, hi Jim. We don't need you tomorrow. Nice try, Evil Dead. 1:35 and counting. Both teams still with 3 timeouts. First and goal, Baltimore at the Lions' 6-yard line. The Lions have let Baltimore hang around.
Let's go. 3-19.
On first and goal, Harris back. Harris throws. It's intercepted by Cody Neal. And he stumbles down at the 8-yard line. And the Ravens throw a pick. And that ends their drive. And Detroit will take over at the 8. Cody Neal, the all-pro linebacker, in his 11th year out of Oklahoma State, steps up in front of Griffin Wright, the tight end, and picks it off. That's a drive killer right there. First and 10, Detroit going the other way. Evil Dead, why did you change your pick at the last second? First and 10 from the 8-yard line. Great crowd watching tonight. Appreciate it. Tell all your friends and neighbors, co-workers, kids at school, ex-wives about Chapman Sports. First and 10 from the 8-yard line. Maybe not the ex-wives.
All right, here we go.
Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson back, looking, throws. Caught on the sideline by Dylan Neal out to the 23-yard line. A gain of 15. I want to see the replay. Let's watch his feet. Can't really tell from that angle. That's some good footwork right there. First down, Lions. That'll stop the clock with 1:16 left in the half. Lions up 6-0. First and 10 from the 23-yard line. Everybody in tight this time. Dickerson under center.
Let's go. 3-19.
Dickerson draws back. Dickerson steps up, throws, caught by Aarons, out to the 40. A gain of 17 by Kevin Aarons, the tight end. First down, Detroit. Benton Hall came up and made the tackle. The linebacker. Detroit takes a timeout. They have 2 left. 1:01 left in the half. Lions up 6-0, trying to score again before halftime. The Ravens had a chance to take the lead, but they threw a pick inside the 10-yard line. And now the Lions are going the other way. First and 10 from the 40. Lions come out. Dickerson in the shotgun. First and 10.
Let's go.
Dickerson draws back. Steps up. Rolls out. Dumps it off, and it's incomplete. He threw it between receivers. And that'll stop the clock with 56 seconds left here in the first half. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Lions at the 40-yard line. Well, if the head coach doesn't text me back, I'll try the assistant coach. 2nd and 10, 4 wide. Dickerson in the shotgun.
Green 39.
Driving where? Dickerson looking. Throws, caught by Neal. Out to the 49-yard line, a gain of 11. First down, and the Lions take another timeout. Misty said the coach may be driving. Driving where? There's no game today. That was the other team, not ours. We played yesterday. We don't have a game today. The other team, the other game, it got suspended about halfway through. They had to finish it today. First and 10, Lions from the Baltimore 49-yard line. .50 seconds left. 3 receivers to the near side here in the first half. Dickerson in the shotgun.
Green 39. Green 39.
Dickerson drops back. Throws outside and out of bounds. Carter Jamison caught it out of bounds. Incomplete. That'll stop the clock with 46 seconds left in the half and bring up 2nd and 10. The Lions at 6-6. If they win this game, they pull into a tie with the Vikings for first, believe it or not, at 7-6. The Packers are also 6-6. They play later. 2nd and 10, Dickerson, play action. Dickerson throws deep downfield to the end zone, incomplete. They were looking for Philip White. He was well covered by Isaac Young and Darius Smith, incomplete. And that'll bring up 3rd and 10. They're lucky that wasn't picked off. Isaac Young kind of had it in his hands and he dropped it. 39 seconds left in the half. 3rd and 10 for the Lions at the Raven 49-yard line. 4 wide. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson draws back, throws, and it's nearly picked off. Should have been by Cole Nelson, the 7th-year safety out of Miami. And he probably would have scored had he caught that. There was nothing between him and the end zone. And that'll bring up 4th down, and the Lions will have to punt. The incompletion stops the clock. The Ravens going to have a little bit of time before halftime here. 35 seconds left. Lions will kick from the Raven 49-yard line. Justice shanked it last time. And Dave Justice gets the punt away. Aiming for the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Nice punt at the 5-yard line. He redeems himself. 1st and 10 Ravens going the other way. For Baltimore, the bad news is you're down 6-0. The good news is you're only down 6-0. I mean, that's still a 1-score game. And we have a whole half to go. And I believe the Ravens get the ball first in the second half. 1st and 10 from the 5. Ravens might just be playing for halftime here. Harris under center. Hands off to Woody Marks around the outside. And Marks gets out to the 12, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3. Neither team taking a timeout here. Caden Farrell on the tackle. Well, when this game is over, I'll text the other coach. Unless the head coach texts me. And they're just going to let the clock tick away as we go to halftime. Halftime score, Detroit 6, Baltimore nothing. Here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. We start the second half. The Lions lead the Ravens 6-0. Here in Week 13, the Lions come in at 6-6. They can tie the Vikings for first place in the NFC Central if they can hold on and win this game. The Ravens come in at 5-7, desperately trying to keep their slim playoff hopes alive. The Ravens are currently in 4th place in the AFC East. Only the Patriots are worse in that division. Ravens only down 6-0, and they'll get the ball first here in the second half. And there's the kickoff by Scott Taylor. From the goal line, Clark brings it back over the 15-20. Deion Clark brings it out to the 28-yard line. that's where the Ravens will have it, 1st and 10. Key Harris comes back out to lead the offense. I got with the coach earlier today. I said, if you got to play at Joe Burns, I can ride with you, right? And they said, yep. I said, okay. I'll just ride the bus with him. I was just making sure. 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. 4 wide. Harris in the shotgun. Harris fakes the handoff. Rolls out. Harris fires downfield. Caught by Lawrence Burns. Out to the 45-yard line. A gain of 17. And a Baltimore 1st down. There you go, Evil Dead. Let's get the Baltimore offense rolling. Lions lead at 6-0. Gracie's back. Say hi, Gracie.
Hi. Evil Dead is a bomb.
That's right. He's the greatest of all time, right?
Yes.
Yes, she says. 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. She already left the room. 1st and 10. In the offset eye, Harris under center. Harris to Marks. And Woody Marks spinning and juking and gets out to the 49-yard line. A gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. Yeah, she don't stay long. She goes back in there and watches her K-pop or whatever she's watching. She's been watching Harry Potter lately. 2nd and 5 from the 49-yard line. Harris in the shotgun. 4 receivers wide. Harris to Clark. And Deion Clark picks up 2 to the Lion 49-yard line. Actually, it's no gain. They're still on their own 49. It'll be 3rd and 5. Just a 6-0 ball game here in the 3rd quarter. Defenses both have been playing well. 3rd and 5. Harris in the shotgun. Harris back. Harris throws. Caught by Burns. Breaks away. Lawrence Burns. And he's out of bounds at the 23-yard line. 28 yards on the catch and run by Lawrence Burns. And that'll be a Baltimore 1st down. As they're deep in Lion territory now. The last time Baltimore got this deep, they threw a pick. They were inside the 10. They threw a pick. That ended that scoring drive. But the Lions have let the Ravens hang around. They're only up 6-0. 6:22 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. 1st and 10 from the Lion 23-yard line. Ravens come out in the offset eye. Harris under center. Hands off to Woody Marks. And Marks back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. Cody Neal, the linebacker, on the tackle. Now they say a gain of a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. Woody Marks, the rookie from USC, from college football 25. 3 wide to the far side. Harris in the shotgun. 2nd and 9. Harris hands off to Clark. And Clark back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. It'll be 3rd and 9. Jerry Ball on the tackle. 5.5 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. 3rd and 9 for the Ravens. Big 3rd down here at the Detroit 23. Harris in the shotgun. Harris looking. Harris throws. Caught by Burns. Down to the 6. A gain of 17 by Lawrence Burns. And we have an injury timeout. It'll be 1st and goal for the Ravens at the Lions 6-yard line as we watch the replay. Who do they play next week? Let's find out. In week 14, Detroit plays at Seattle next week. And the Ravens will host Buffalo. We're in week 13. We're going down to the wire. We're in the month of December now. 1st and goal from the 6. Harris under center. Harris to Woody Marks. And Marks picks up a yard to the 5. It'll be 2nd and goal. John Parsons on the tackle, number 75, in his 12th year out of Auburn. Under 5 minutes left now in the third quarter. Ravens trying to punch this in and take the lead. That's what Evil Dead's hoping for. 2nd and goal from the 5. Harris in the shotgun. Marks in motion. Harris draws back, throws, and it's incomplete. They were looking for Lawrence Burns across the middle. Broken up by Kerry Starnes, the former Giant. The 10th year safety out of LSU will be 3rd and goal from the 5. 4:37 left in the third quarter. Big third down here, 4 wide for the Ravens. Harris in the shotgun. Harris back. Harris looking, throws, caught by Burns. Touchdown, Ravens. A 5-yard touchdown catch by Lawrence Burns. And the Ravens have tied it up at 6 apiece with the extra point to come. Nice try by Baltimore. And now Rob Belton will come on for the extra point in his 7th year out of Wisconsin. Snap, kick is blocked. Are you kidding me? The Lions block the extra point, and we stay tied at 6. Wow. Who came flying in there? Number 33, it looked like. Levi Cox in his 3rd year out of Kentucky. And we remain tied. Misty brought me some food. What do you got here, Misty? Tastes like chicken. Okay. .433 left to play here in the third quarter. We're tied at 6. Henry Jackson will kick off for the Ravens. Fielded by Neal at the 3-yard line. Dylan Neal brings it back out. Out to the 31-yard line. And that's where Detroit will have it, 1st and 10. We're tied at 6. Detroit with 2 field goals. The Ravens with a touchdown and a blocked extra point. Taylor Lane Dickerson comes back out to lead the offense in his 7th year out of Wake Forest. Lions come out. Dickerson in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Dickerson hands off to Jamison. Carter Jamison, a big gain. Out to the 44, a gain of 13. And a 1st down for the Lions. Evil Dead's not happy that the Ravens had their extra point blocked. They should be leading. .410 and counting. Here in the third quarter, 1st and 10 Detroit. Dickerson under center.
Let's go. Blue Lightning.
Gillespie in motion. Dickerson draws back, throws quickly across the middle to Dylan Neal down to the 43-yard line. A 13-yard gain, and that's another Lions 1st down into Raven territory. Ben Owens on the tackle. Misty brought in some chicken patties. These are pretty good. .334 and counting. 1st and 10. Lions from the Raven 43-yard line. They come out 4 wide. Dickerson in the shotgun.
Green 39.
Dickerson draws back. Dickerson in trouble, throws downfield. And Neal, what a catch. Over the shoulder catch by Dylan Neal. down to the 17-yard line, 26 yards, a Detroit first down. Lions not wasting any time after that Baltimore touchdown. They're driving down the field. Perfect pass by Dickerson, who's normally known for throwing picks. Coming up on 3 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. Lions come out. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson hands off to Jamison up the middle. And Carter Jamison to the 11. A gain of 6. Make it a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. On the tackle, number 54, Benton Hall, the rookie linebacker out of Purdue. It'll be 2nd and 5 from the 11-yard line. Lions looking to retake the lead. Four wide, Dickerson in the gun. Dickerson back. Throws, and he was a little bit off. He threw to where he thought the receiver would be, but there was no receiver there. It'll bring up 3rd and 5 from the 11-yard line. That'll stop the clock with 2:25 left here in the third quarter. Casey says, "Go Lions, go." On 3rd and 5, Dickerson in the shotgun. Big third down. Dickerson throws, caught by Peak. Touchdown, Detroit. An 11-yard touchdown catch by Isaac Peak in his 3rd year out of Montana. And the Lions go back up 12-6. That was a nice drive by Detroit to answer the Ravens touchdown with one of their own. And now Scott Taylor for the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. Lions lead at 13-6 with 2:22 left to play. Here in the third quarter, live from Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. Week 13 here at Jammin' Sports. Casey likes that. Lions are up. Don't forget we have the Dolphins and the Bears after this. We'll be in Chicago for that one. Excuse me. And now Henry Jackson will kick off. From the 2-yard line, Deion Clark out over the 30 and out to the 30-yard line. And that's where the Ravens will take over, 1st and 10. 2:18 left to play here in the third quarter. This one's gone back and forth. And now the Ravens have it at their own 30-yard line. Ravens trying to keep their slim playoff hopes alive in the AFC wildcard picture. They have to win to do so. If they lose, they would not be yet eliminated, but they'd be very close. In the I formation, Harris under center, 1st and 10. Harris fakes the handoff. Watch out. Kerry Starnes on the blitz. On the safety blitz. Gets him back at the 21-yard line. A loss of 9. Kerry Starnes, the 10th year safety out of LSU, used to play with the Giants. He spent 6 years with the Giants, now in his 4th year with Detroit. A well-executed safety blitz. 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. It'll be 2nd and 19 for the Ravens at their own 21-yard line. Ravens come out 4 wide. Harris under center. Harris hands off to Woody Marks. And Marks out to the 25. A gain of 4 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 15. Kerry Starnes comes up and makes the tackle again. A minute 30 left here in the third quarter. Lions up 13-6. 5 wide, empty backfield. Harris in the shotgun for the Ravens. Harris back, throws down the middle, caught by Wright. No, incomplete. Griffin Wright couldn't hold on. Broken up by Elijah Sanders, the linebacker, in his 6th year out of Air Force. And that'll bring up 4th and 15. And the Ravens are going to have to punt. Henry Jackson back to punt for Baltimore. Jackson gets the punt away. From the 21, Isaac Peak brings it back. And Peak brings it back out to the 39-yard line. Detroit up by 7. Gets the ball back. They can make it a 2-score game now, as the offense comes back out. Lions lead it 13-6 with 1:09 left here in the third quarter. When you switched, I said to myself, no. On 1st and 10. 4 wide. Dickerson in the shotgun. Aaron's in motion. Dickerson hands off to Jameson. And Carter Jameson 4 yards out to the 43. It'll bring up 2nd and 6. He has yet to throw one today, but he has thrown at least 1 pick in the last 6 games. Now, he did go 10 games without throwing one. 2nd and 6 from the 43-yard line. Dickerson, play action. Dickerson throws, and that could have been one right there. Incomplete. Broken up by Aaron Westbrook, the linebacker. And that'll bring up 3rd and 6. They were looking for Isaac Peak. 38 seconds left here in the third quarter. Evil Dead doing his Dick Enberg imitation. Oh my. 3rd and 6 from the 43-yard line. 4 wide for Detroit. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson drops back. Throws down the middle. Incomplete. Well, the Lions go 3 and out. The Ravens went 3 and out. Now the Lions go 3 and out. It'll be 4th down. Lions will punt. It remains a 13-6 game. Dave Justice will come back in to punt. The 9th-year punter out of Air Force gets the punt away. Much better punt this time. Nice punt from the 10-yard line. Maurice Taylor brings it back. And Taylor out to the 28-yard line. And that's where the Ravens will take over with 27 seconds left in the third quarter. Key Harris comes back out to lead the offense. The 3rd-year quarterback out of Grambling State. Still just a 1-possession game. 13-6. Lions lead it. Ravens can tie it up on this drive. Harris under center, 1st and 10. Harris fakes the handoff, rolls out, and now Harris is going to take off down the sideline. Key Harris, nobody there. Big gain, takes a shot at the 43 and gets the first down. 29 yards by Key Harris. First down, Ravens into Lions territory. Let's see if we watch a replay on this one. Nice run. And that is going to take us to the end of the third quarter. Lions up 13-6 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. Week 13 here at Jammin' Sports. The 5-7 Ravens, the 6-6 Lions. Lions lead it 13-6 as we start the fourth quarter. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Ravens at the Lion 43-yard line. Ravens trying to tie this one up if they can. 3 receivers to the near side. Harris in the shotgun on 1st and 10. Harris draws back, throws down the middle, caught by Griffin Wright. Out to the 39, a gain of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. Looks like Kerry Starnes on the tackle. Or maybe it was number 26. That was Ken Hopkins on the tackle. 3rd and 6. Ravens from the Lion 39-yard line. Harris in the shotgun. Marks goes out as a receiver now. Empty backfield. Harris draws back. Throws. Caught by Chapman. Denard Chapman, the tight end, down to the 29. A gain of 10. The big tight end out of Brown University, an Ivy Leaguer. 1st and 10, Baltimore. Who else went to Brown University? Chris Berman did from ESPN. He went to Brown. No, Misty, you did not go to Brown University. I know. 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. Harris in the shotgun. Harris draws back. Harris throws deep. Got a man open. Dixon. Touchdown. Baltimore. DeMarcus Dixon. The 5th-year receiver out of Air Force. 29 yards and a Raven touchdown. And they're an extra point away from tying this one back up. There you go, Evil Dead. And he was wide open. He got behind the secondary and he was gone. They're about to tie it up. And now they missed their last extra point. Rob Belton will come on. Let's see if he can connect on this one. Ravens making the extra points an adventure. Here we go. The extra point's up. And it's good. We're tied at 13. 6:56 left to play here in the 4th quarter. All right, let me text the other coach. The primary coach has not texted me back. So we'll go with the backup coach. His name is Elmer, I kid you not. But he's a cool guy. His last name is not Fudd. So the Ravens have tied it up. I'm trying to call a game and text at the same time. There's the kickoff. From the goal line, Peak brings it out over the 10, 15, 20. And Isaac Peak out to the 27-yard line. And that's when the Lions will take over with 6:52 left. Elmer's pretty good at getting back with me. What time does bus leave? Bus leave from school. Let's see if Elmer will text me back. 1st and 10 for the Lions at the 27-yard line. The handoff to Nathan Brown up the middle, and Brown, a big gain. Out to the 42, a gain of 15. First down, Detroit. We're tied at 13 here in the 4th quarter. When you look at the scoreboard and you see it's 13-all, you might be thinking a defensive game. Well, it's been a little bit of that, but it's been a sloppy game too. It really has been. A lot of missed opportunities by both teams. 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Dickerson hands off to Carter Jameson, and Jameson a big gain. Lions getting big chunks of yardage. That's a gain of 16 to the Raven 42-yard line. Another Lions first down. Don't forget we have Dolphins Bears up next. About 5 minutes after this one's over, we'll head to Chicago. It'll be our 3rd and final game of the triple header today. You're for the Bears? Okay. In the I formation, Dickerson under center. Dickerson fakes the handoff. Dickerson looking, throws, caught by Dylan Neal out to the 29-yard line, and that'll be a gain of 13. First down, Detroit. Lions on the move. First and 10 from the Raven 29. Lions come out. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson back. Throws near side. Incomplete. And that was broken up by Cole Nelson, the safety. Nice play by Nelson to break up that pass. That'll stop the clock with 5:20 left. You know, overtime's not out of the question here, even though Detroit is in field goal range at the moment. They were looking for Elliott, Lawrence Elliott, the rookie out of Georgia. 5:20 left. Lions come out, 3 receivers to the near side. Dickerson in the shotgun. Second and 10. Dickerson back. Sets up a pass. Oh, nearly picked off. Oh, Ravens had several players. Alec Rogers, the first, the rookie out of Auburn, the defensive end, he nearly had himself a pick. He tipped it to another Raven, but neither one could catch it. It'll be 3rd and 10 for Detroit at the Raven 29-yard line. 4 wide.
All right, here we go.
Dickerson in the shotgun. 3rd and 10. Dickerson back. Dickerson looking, throws down the middle, caught by Peak. No. That was broken up. Number 23, Darius Smith, broke up that ball in his 5th year out of Wisconsin. It'll be 4th down. This will be a 46-yard field goal attempt by Scott Taylor. Give the Lions the lead from 46. Snap, kick is up, and the kick is no good. He missed it. Wide right. Scott Taylor misses the 46-yard field goal attempt. We remain tied at 13 with 5:08 left. The Ravens will take over now at their own 36-yard line. Another missed opportunity. This game has been full of them. 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line. Harris under center, 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
Harris hands off to Woody Marks, and Marks gets nailed for a 1-yard loss back to the 35-yard line. Making the tackle there, number 56, Caden Farrell, in his 4th year out of Nevada. This one's got overtime written all over it. .450 left. Clock is moving. 2nd and 11 for the Ravens. At their own 35. 4 receivers wide. Harris in the shotgun. Harris to Clark, a draw play. Deion Clark weaving his way out to the 45-yard line. A gain of 10. Make it a gain of 9. It'll be 3rd and 2. Kerry Starnes, the safety, came up and made the tackle. So now it's 3rd and manageable for the Ravens. 3rd and 2. Big 3rd down coming up for Baltimore right here. We're tied at 13 late in the 4th quarter. Ravens have it at their own 45. Ravens fighting for their playoff lives. Did they? Good. Because they both deserve to be in the Hall. 3rd and 2. Harris to Marks. And Marks doesn't get there. The Lions are right there to get the stop. A gain of just a yard. Gary Pawlowski came up and made the tackle. The 9th year defensive end out of Wisconsin. Because they're being petty, that's why. I always knew in the back of my mind that they would reinstate him after he died. And to me, that's just petty. Henry Jackson. Back to punt, gets the punt away. Oh, he shanked that one. Oh, he shanked that one good. That's a 19-yard punt. Out of bounds at the 36-yard line. And now the Lions with relatively good field position now. With 3:44 left. All they need is a field goal to retake the lead. We're tied at 13. This really has been an ugly game. I mean, it's a close game. We like that, but it's both teams have played ugly here today. Let's just put it this way. Neither team deserves to win. 1st and 10. I'm just saying, the way they've been playing. 4 wide. Dickerson under center. Dickerson hands off to Jamison around the outside, and he doesn't get far. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. Darius Smith came up and made the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 11. Which sports game do you like the most? Are you talking video game? Or are you talking just sports in general? Hands down, it's football. But baseball, a close second. 2nd and 11 from the 36-yard line. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson back. Dickerson throws deep. And it's caught by Isaac Peak out to the 43-yard line. 21 yards to Peak. First down, Detroit. Curling. You just like to work the broom. That's what you're saying. Evil Dead just likes working that broom. It's interesting to watch them curl during the Olympics. I mean, they're into it, man. I mean, they got that down to a science. 5 wide, empty backfield. Dickerson in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Dickerson back, throws, caught by Neal. And Neal fumbles, and the Ravens pick it up. Cole Nelson came up and put the hit on Dylan Neal. He coughs up the football. And the Ravens recover. Was he down? Oh, I think that ball's out. Let's watch it from this angle. That ball's coming out. And the Ravens, they'll get the ball back. Darius Smith recovered the loose football for the Ravens. I don't see a review yet. They might still review it, though. 2:43 left. There it is. Was he down? This is a huge call in this game right here. Oh, okay, I didn't see it from that angle. He was down. His forearm was down. And then the fumble. That's going to be Lions football.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Ruling on the field's reversed. Lions football. Oh, I got a text back. All right, Coach Bush went to the game. I haven't talked to him since he left, so he can give me. Say he doesn't know. Dickerson throws to Peak out to the 23-yard line, a gain of 8. Bush went to the game. I haven't talked to him since he left, so you can give him a call. He'll let you know. See you tomorrow. All right? So nobody knows what time the game is and what time the bus leaves. 2-minute warning. 13-all here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. 2 minutes left in this one. We're tied at 13. The Lions are the beneficiaries of a review call that went their way. It'll be 2nd and 2 at the Raven 23-yard line. The Lions are in field goal range. It'll be 2nd and 2 from the 23-yard line. Dickerson under center. Lions trying to retake the lead. Dickerson hands off to Jamison up the middle, picks up the first down, out to the 12-yard line. A gain of 11. First down, Detroit. And now the Lions are going to try to get the Ravens to use their timeouts. First and 10 from the 12-yard line. Lions come out in the eye. Dickerson under center. Dickerson hands off to Carter Jamison. And Jamison, no gain. And the Ravens will take a timeout. They have 2 left, trying to conserve time. It'll be second and 10 from the 12-yard line. The Lions have the Ravens back up against the wall here. They can make them use their timeouts and then just run down the clock. And then kick a game-winning field goal at their leisure. It'll be second and 10 from the 12-yard line. On second down, Lions come out in the eye. Dickerson under center.
Let's go. Green, 39. Green.
Dickerson hands off to Jamison. He gets nailed for a 1-yard loss. Aaron Westbrook, Cole Nelson in on the tackle. Baltimore takes their second timeout. They have 1 left. 1:24 left. It'll be 3rd and 11. The Lions can pick up the first down at the 2-yard line. Dolphins Bears up next. We'll be in Chicago for that one. Interconference game just like this one. 3rd and 11 from the 13-yard line. Lions come out 4 wide. Dickerson under center.
All right, here we go. 319.
Dickerson to Jamison. And Jamison gets taken down at the 10. A gain of 3. It'll be 4th and 8. The Ravens take their final timeout. Rogers on the tackle. Alec Rogers, the defensive end. And now Scott Taylor will come on. This will be a 27-yard field goal attempt. The 5th-year kicker out of LSU to give the Lions the lead. Maybe the Ravens can get a block. We don't know. We'll find out what happens here on this kick. Ravens now out of timeouts. Scott Taylor from 27. Snap, kick is up. And the kick is good. And the Lions lead at 16-13 with 1:17 left. The Ravens have 1:17 to work with. All they need is a field goal to send this thing into overtime. But they're out of timeouts. And that's big. So actually, Misty was right. She said he could be driving. He went to the game, Misty, so he's probably on the way back. $1:17 left. Rob Belton will kick off. Actually, Scott Taylor kicks off, I'm sorry. From the 2-yard line, Taylor brings it back over the 15-20. And Maurice Taylor out to the 28-yard line. The Ravens need about 40 to 45 yards, maybe even 50, for a field goal shot. 1:12 left. They have no timeouts. The Ravens are going to be in the hurry-up offense here. Can they force overtime? Lions up 16-13. On 1st and 10. 3 receivers off to the far side. Harris under center.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Harris draws back. Harris looking, throws a swing pass, and marks a loss of 3. Why are you throwing a swing pass? It'll be 2nd and 13. They got to get the receivers back. Under a minute to play from the 25-yard line. Harris in the shotgun. Harris looking. Harris steps up, throws deep, Oh, he had a man and he missed him. Denard Chapman was open down the middle of the tight end, and he missed him. That'll stop the clock, 52 seconds. 3rd and 13 from the 25. They have to get into field goal range. They're about 45 yards away from field goal range. 3 to the far side. 3rd and 13. Harris fakes the handoff. Harris throws, and he missed another open receiver. Lawrence Burns was open coming across, and he overthrew him. It'll be 4th and 13. This is ball game for the Ravens. You got to pick up the first down here. They come out 4 wide. Harris in the shotgun. 48 seconds left. Harris looking. Harris dumps it off to Clark. He gets tackled shy of the first down. Only a 2-yard gain. It'll be a turnover on downs. Cody Neal makes the tackle. One more snap and this one's over. The Lions are going to hold on. They'll be 7-6. And the Ravens will drop to 5-8 and are pretty much done for when it comes to the AFC playoff picture. Lions are going to hold on and get the win. Depending on how long this play takes, they probably only have to snap it one more time. This could be the last snap of the game. We'll see. 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. Dickerson, who did not throw a pick today, he kneels down. And they'll probably just snap it one more time, and that'll be it. A win is a win. Even an ugly win's a win. And the Lions pull into a tie for first place in the NFC Central with Minnesota at 7-6. As the final seconds will tick away. Your final score, Detroit 16, Baltimore 13. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. We got the Dolphins and the Bears up next. We'll see you then.